makeup look. It's sort of glamorous, but you can wear it up or down, meaning you can wear it just like this to a party or for a date, or you could even add some shimmer to it or darker, bolder colors and wear it to a wedding or a gala. Today I'm going to be doing this version, which is really simple to do, but it's also really wearable. The glossy eye makeup is not exactly a new trend. We've seen it so many times on celebrities on the red carpet, and even magazine editorials have been doing it for years. But now this trend has been gaining a lot of popularity because a lot of beauty bloggers have been doing it on Instagram, and I've even got inspired by Rosie Huntington-Whiteley, who recently wore it on Instagram to promote her new makeup line. At first I thought it's really unwearable because who wants to be sticky in the summer, you know. But then I thought, okay, challenge accepted. Let me do it my way and let me see how to make it wearable in real life. And that's the beauty of fashion trends. You can modify almost any trend to suit your personal taste. So let's get started. I'm really loving this. As much as I love makeup at parties or in shoots, but I also love being just like this, natural in real life. So I'm actually loving being in front of the camera for the first time, completely makeup free. If you guys have been reading shilpaahuja.com, you know that we write so much about the latest makeup trends every season, but I don't really do makeup tutorials. But so many of you have been asking for them, and so yeah, here we are. Alright, so before getting started, I prepped my skin. I cleansed it with face wash, and then I scrubbed it with an apricot scrub for about 5 minutes. It helps to remove the dead cells. And then I massaged it with aloe vera gel for another 5 minutes to, make it look less tired. And that's always helpful if we're going for a glowy skin look like this. Now I'm just going to get started with a light layer of moisturizer. I'm going to be using this Victoria's Secret lotion all over my face. And I'm just going to prep my skin with this Maybelline makeup primer. Alright, so I'm going to be mixing two concealers after this. I'm going to use this MAC Pro Longwear concealer, and I'm going to mix it with this Maybelline Age Rewind one. Just going to apply it to my hand a little bit first. Just going to use my fingers to blend it in nicely. I'm going to put it on under my eyes and just on the sides of my nose wherever I have some pigmentation, and just a little bit above my brows, on my chin. I'm also gonna use the same product to do point concealing. And I'm going to do that with a really small brush. This is a Vega lip liner brush that I'm going to use. And for that, I'm just going to use the Maybelline Age Rewind. Just on the points that I really need. And I'm just going to tap them with my finger to blend it in. Like when you're doing a makeup look, whether it's a natural look or not, you always need to ask yourself, how much coverage do you really need? A lot of times we think that we need so much more coverage than we actually do. And that always ends up giving that fake look. And then you have to choose, not all the spots, marks, acne or whatever needs to be covered, because all these flaws sort of make it look more natural. Okay, so I'm gonna put the foundation now. I'm gonna be using this L'Oreal Infallible 24H foundation. I'm again gonna use my fingers to apply it. I'm just using a thin layer. Of course you can use a foundation brush, but I prefer my fingers since it's so much easier for me to blend in like that. Just keep blending it really nicely into the hairline so that because that's where the test really happens. If you can see all the lines there, and it's not really well blended, is it? Next, I'm gonna use an eyeshadow base. I'm using this Christian Dior Backstage Eye Prime. I'm using a flat Vega brush for this. My next step is to create a base for the eyeshadow, for the liquid eyeshadow. So I'm gonna be using some darker color on the crease. So I'm using this Bobbi Brown Shimmer Wash eyeshadow. And I'm gonna use the Vega eyeshadow flat brush for this. Just gonna take a little bit and then go over my crease. Just softly. And the outer corners. Actually, you know what? On second thought, I think we need slightly bit darker color on the crease. So I'm gonna do another eyeshadow there. This is a Sportsgirl, the metallic edit. It's one of my favorites. I use it all the time. It's the metallic baked eye and cheek palette. So it has all these colors, and I'm gonna be doing this dark bronzy one today. Just on the crease and outer corner once again. We don't want to do too much either, because if we do too much and then we put the gloss eyeshadow on it, then it'll all be a big hot mess. So you want to do really thin layers. Just want to give it some definition, but we don't want to make it messy. Next, I'm going to use a liquid blush. This is the Estee Lauder Cheek Rush in Fresh Sheer, and this is a product. So I'm just going to take a little bit on the back of my hand over here. This is really pigmented, so you don't want too much, and if I applied it directly on my cheeks, it would just create too much pink over there, which we don't want at all. So I'm actually going to use the Vega foundation brush to put this on, and I'm just going to mix it well on the back of my hand first, and I'm just gonna go over my cheeks part. As you can see, it's already so dark, so pigmented, so even just a little bit is more than enough, and it sets really quickly, so it's always used to just build it up rather than use too much product first. I'm just gonna go over the apples of my cheeks and then just use upward motions to take it up to the temples. Just gonna go all the way up to the hairline. And then I'm gonna take a little bit more product and just gonna go over the eyelids as well to create a base for the glossy eyeshadow. Just use the same brush and just pat it instead of rubbing it too much, so that I don't want to spoil the base I've created with the powder eyeshadow. And just let it flow out into the temples and meet the blush naturally, going right into the hairline and the temples. And at this point there's hardly any product left, so it's mostly just blending it in all together. Create a seamless look. Perfect. Okay, this is a perfect time to fill in your brows and do the eyeliner. So I'm going to be using this Maybelline Colossal Pencil Eyeliner. I'm going to be using it on my upper lash line. So as you can see, this helps to fill in my upper lash line. If you want, you can use it on the lower lash line as well, but today I'm not going to do that. And then I'm going to use this L'Oreal liquid eyeliner on my upper lashes as well. Just remove the excess product so that we can have a thin layer. that my eyes are all prepped up, let's do the lips. But before that, I'm just gonna use the highlighter a little bit on the inner corners of my eyes. So I'm gonna be using this Estee Lauder Pure Color. It's 65 French Vanilla. I'm again using this Vega lip liner brush for it. I guess I could use just a little bit of it to highlight my brow bone as well. Make sure that it's all well blended and there's no harsh lines that are seen. I'm gonna do my lips now. I'm thinking sort of brown, pinky brown, bronzy color to go with the pink on my eyes, so that it's not a whole pink look. But before I put the brown on, I'm just gonna put some baby lips, Maybelline lip balm on my lips. If you have dry lips like mine, it's really important to use some lip balm before you move on to the lip liner, because otherwise it makes it chapped so quickly that they're already dry and chapped before you even reach your party. Alright, I'm gonna be using this brown lip pencil. It's by M.A.C. It's called Spice. So I'm just gonna line my lips with it. I'm just gonna lightly fill them in as well. Mix them with the lip balm to make sort of a glossy lipstick as well. For the lipstick, I'm going to be using this Estee Lauder Pure Color Vivid Shine lipstick. It's F4 Spiked Toffee. I'm just going to apply it directly on my lips. Alright, so for the glossy eyeshadow, I'm just going to be using this Dior lip gloss today. I wanted to do a look with products that you may already have in your vanity case, so that if you really like this look, you can always go ahead and buy a liquid shadow in whatever color you like. So today I'm going to be using this Dior Addict Gloss 043, which is just it looks red, but it's almost really nude pink. And I'm going to be using this Vega Eye Applicator brush for it. And you just want to lightly pat it on your eyes instead of rubbing it, since we don't want to lose the gloss. And while we're doing that, it helps to stay below the natural crease of your eyelids, so that you don't end up creating a crease within the glossy eyeshadow when you're one hour into your party. You don't want it to start creasing at that time. And you don't want to press in too much or blend it. Just pat it lightly, because if you press it in too much, the skin's just going to absorb it, and then it's just going to become too light, I guess. As you can see, the gloss I'm using today barely has any color of its own. It's almost nude. It's just really nude pink. So it really helps to already have built base with the liquid blush that we used, so that we at least have a color. And it's good because then you can use a base color that you want. You could use a darker blush color, or even sort of a brown bronzy color. We're all done with the eye makeup. Now let's do some sculpting with the bronzer and highlighter. I'm using this Dior Skin Nude Tan Matte, and I'm going to use this kabuki brush that comes with it to sculpt under my jawline and under my cheekbones and on the sides of my nose. On the sides of my nose, I'm going to use this big flat foundation brush. Finally, let's use this Estee Lauder eyeshadow in French Vanilla to highlight the high points of my face. It's really common for girls and even beauty bloggers to use white shades or silvery, creamy shades which are too light and stand out way too much on the skin. So it's ideal to use something which is in the color family of your skin. For example, for me, this porcelain works really well, but if you have a darker skin tone, you could use a creamy beige or a gold or even a bronze coppery color. I'm using this Vega blush brush to highlight my cheekbones. You want to use a really light hand. Also, don't forget to highlight slightly bit on the straight of your nose. And now I'm going to use this Vega eyeshadow brush to highlight my brow bone and on my cupid's bow. Alright, so this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share and subscribe. Mwah.